tackle the management. If I've seen there's something wrong with vaccination, we are able to tackle down and look at the vaccination. So if we all work as one, we are able to improve overall the rearing of these animals that we have been given. We are able to improve overall the breed of these animals that we have.
Thank you so much. With what we've talked about in the discussion, all things equal,
in agriculture. And I think if all things held equal, I would like to see Africa that is self-sustainable, Africa that is self-reliant, Africa that produces its own food, Africa that has a very good high value chain from land. Able to give us networks that are going to bring farmers from different parts of Africa together to try and see how we can mitigate where we are failing. We do have Kenya here, and I know that Kenya's dairy is very advanced compared to our own. So I would like to see a situation where we do have dairy farmers under FCA that goes to Kenya, just to go and see how dairy farmers in Kenya are doing things, because I do not think we are a match when it comes to how they are running their dairy industry. We do have a lot to learn from them, and I'm sure from our own, maybe they have something to learn from us as well, maybe poultry or something. But that's what I would like to see Africa in the next maybe 5 years, or all things held equal. That would be good to see.
With that in mind, I guess by 2030, we would have moved out of poverty.
We should.
A round of applause for Dr. Mutale. Kindly allow me to move on to Dr. Joy Inonge Kalua, representing the Livestock Services Cooperative Society. She is the Laboratory Quality Systems Officer. So the first question to Dr. Joy. Livestock Services operates a model that works directly with manufacturers, cutting out intermediaries. How has this approach improved access to quality inputs for farmers on the ground?
Thank you very much. So our model has ensured that the products that we're receiving or giving out to the farming community are quality products. So it reduces on counterfeit products being out there in the market. So we ensure that we assess the suppliers that we're working with. We have criteria that we use to ensure that what we're getting and putting out in the market is actually of good quality. It's been registered, it works in animals, it's been tested. So number one is that it reduces the availability of these counterfeit products on the market. And then also it just ensures that you have the inputs of the products on the market at all times. So because there's no middleman in between, we are working with these direct suppliers. We're able to budget when our products will run out, and it will ensure that we plan properly and ensure that the farm also so if you have money, try to is we want to at quite good prices. So because we are directly working with suppliers, our prices are not exaggerated. We want to meet the farmer. We want to help the farmer. We want to ensure that not only are we giving you the product, but we want you to actually purchase the product. Yes.
Okay, thank you so much. From your experience, what are the biggest challenges farmers are facing out there in assessing animal health services, and how is your cooperative addressing them?
Okay, so Dr. Catherine mentioned something very important, that what we are lacking is not lack of knowledge with these farmers, but it's actually them having access to these health services. So health services are access to veterinarians, access to laboratories, access to products such as vaccines, medicines. So what we're doing as a cooperative is we are setting up harbors. We're also giving distributor licenses to people who are into agro dealers. Yes, thank you very much. Agro dealers. So we are setting up a branch in Chisamba. We have Monze. We have Namwala. So what we are trying to do is we are trying to bring the services closer to the people. Yes.
Okay, thank you so much. Speaking of partnerships are key to unlocking growth. What types of collaboration have been most effective for your cooperative in delivering value to small-scale farmers?
Okay, so we've been working with the government to set up labs, for example, in key livestock areas such as Namwala. So through our outreach programs that we've been doing, we've noticed that there are a lot of gaps, and like we've mentioned, that the number one problem is them having access to these services that we offer. She mentioned that livestock has a model where we have experts in every field. So we have experts in fencing, AI, we have vets, we have people in agriculture, we have different experts, but we just have them in Lusaka. So talk of a person who is in Namwala. We know Namwala has a lot of cattle. So for that person to come from Namwala to have access to livestock services, by the time they're coming here, their animals would have already died. So what we are trying to do as a cooperative is we are going into these livestock key areas. We are identifying where do we have a lot of livestock, what services are we able to provide for these people. So we are setting up labs, for example, because we want to support the government's efforts to ensure that we have 1 billion livestock exports by the year 2031. And we can't do this without disease prevention, disease control, and we need this, we need labs, we need these services. So with the hubs that we are establishing in these areas, we have vets that are there. So you have a farmer coming in to purchase medicine. Before they purchase these medicines, vaccines, they're talking to a licensed person. They're talking to somebody who knows. So they are being helped. So we are collaborating with the government in establishing these labs. So we're using government structures, actually. Then we just recently signed an MOU with the Ministry of Livestock and Fisheries. So we want to set up, we are setting up a liquid nitrogen plant in Mazabuka. So we want to improve the bee production as the farmers a lot of. And as a cooperative, we want to bring the services closer to them. We're not bringing knowledge alone, but we are setting up, we are being deliberate about the problems that we are getting, because we get the problems that they are facing in these places, and we've tried to implement over the years. And like she said, we've been able to see a growth from where we started with the outreaches. We go out there, look at what is the problem, what do you need? So we are tailoring the needs of these people region by region to ensure that we unlock that potential that they have and actually increase the livestock population.
Thank you so much. Before I bring in the audience, Dr. Mtale, could there be anything you feel the discussion did not include, but it's information valid that you would want to share with the audience?
Let's see if the audience paid enough attention to notice the gap that we've left through their questions.
Okay. Dr. Kalua, any information you felt you would have left out that you would want to put out to the audience?
I think we've covered pretty much everything. I think one important thing is always having knowledge when it comes to livestock production, which we, together with VAS, ensure that we are delivering it out there. So yeah, collaborating.
Right. Thank you so much. Collaborations are always important to unlock synergies when it comes to agriculture, livestock, and looking at those two as a business. I will open question session with the audience. I don't know if we have any burning questions that we would love to find out from the two experts. I can see a hand there in white. Please, you can go first.
Thank you very much. My name is Korisman from the matter is that the seven there with other key players in this service delivery to be enhanced. Then from livestock, you mentioned something that you are the producers. You want to produce quality products to the farmers and also to keep the prices. Then you talked of introducing the herders, agro dealers to be distributors of your products. Don't you think in you trying to provide quality and manage price will affect these agro-dealers in pricing of your goods, or going to set strategies that will make that the farmers out there, they get these products at a quality price and affordable price? Due to that, we know that the economy of Zambia and the marketing system, that everyone is free to set a price according to how they feel. Thank you.
Okay, I'll take the first question. I think it was mine. I wish I was from the ministry, but I'll speak on the Veterinary Association point of view. The association has noticed a significant gap in service delivery for our people. While we have enough trained personnel and probably less than what our trained personnel are less than what people actually need, we have noticed a gap in employment by the ministry. Though I do not want to be political, but this is a fact on the ground. If we had more animal health experts and more veterinarians in these districts, in these remote areas, in these veterinary camps where most of the rural areas are, we would have expert service delivery to these places. What we do not have is enough manpower to go to each and every point where this service delivery is needed. Because for a camp that is supposed to have 10 experts or 10 foot soldiers, I should call them, it is only having 1 or 2 foot soldiers. So for those foot soldiers to cover that enough ground to help all our farmers having livestock problems, it becomes very difficult. By the time farmers are getting this knowledge, it's too late. Maybe they've already lost 1,000 beds, or they've lost 200 beds. So that is where the major challenge is with expert service delivery.
Anybody else with a question?
So there was another part to the question for livestock services. So just to clarify, so we are not producers. In answering about how price, how are selling. Us as a cooperative, our core goal is to ensure that the farmer gets this product at a very cheap rate. So it's the same with our laboratory services. To compare them with laboratories, we are quite fair, because what we're trying to do is we are trying to support the farmer. So our prices are quite competitive. I don't know if that answers the question.
Thank you. My name is Chisalan, support student at NRDC. So now, when we think farming, what comes to mind most of the time is crop production, and we want to unlock livestock growth. So my question is for any one of the panelists. In Zambia, farming, livestock production is not more than 30%. So now, what are the measures that you're putting in place to make sure that farmers and entrepreneurs who want to go into agriculture are fit to go into livestock?
Okay, maybe I can start then. So as a cooperative, so as livestock services, we deal with plans for farmers, upcoming farmers on a daily basis. So what we're doing is we have farmer trainings. So these farmer trainings are open to people who want to start up production. We have people that are already in production. So we ensure that we are giving knowledge to the farmers out there for them to start.
Is there another question from the audience?
Thank you. My name is Stephen from NRDC as well. My question is from Dr. from Namibia. We've seen that there are a lot of vaccines that get administered to raise livestock and poultry products. So my question is, are there any restrictions going on where you can bring up, for instance, because there are a lot of vaccines, you bring up too many vaccines, and I don't know, the chemical compositions, you put them together and make one vaccine in order to reduce the pressure of, buying maybe 2 or 3 vaccines.
Lab. Is to monitor if your vaccination has actually been, that's the only thing that we do at the lab. But when it comes to vaccine production, we are currently not doing that.
Good morning. My name is Milimo Momba. I'm a sales representative from an international drug company. We provide veterinary products ranging from antibiotics to vaccines and dewormers. Now, my question was for the Veterinary Association of Zambia. I believe that you people have got a database of ranchers and all farmers that deal with livestock. So let's say one has got a startup that they want to do in terms of maybe providing service for farmers and whatnot. Is it possible for maybe a youth student or just somebody who wants to get into entrepreneurship, can they go to the VAS or the Veterinary Association of Zambia and try to access information or database of farmers and people around so that it's much easier for them to also have a quick target area than for them to just have to get on the ground and try to find out on their own? Is it a way that they can access that information or not? Thank you.
Okay, so the Veterinary Association of Zambia looks after the welfare of the experts, the veterinarians and the veterinary paraprofessionals. Other money provide guidance on government direction. Government and so
Any more questions?
My name is Mwanza Felix from NERA-DC, studying agriculture engineering. My question to the cooperative society, one thing that I want to appreciate is that they are able to sensitize or give knowledge to those small-scale farmers. But if they sensitize them, yes, those farmers will engage into specific poultry production. After they've been sensitized, I've noticed that market is not being given to those small-scale farmers. They don't know where they will sell those poultry. They'll end up selling just to common people at a low price, and that will actually disadvantage them to keep on growing. So how are you able to help them in such a manner?
Okay, thank you for that question. So for us as a cooperative, what we are trying to do is we are trying to bridge the gap, the knowledge gap, really. So what we do is we are just trying to provide the right information for the farmers. We don't provide that linkage between them selling their product or connecting them to where they can sell. So mostly what happens in this training as they come, we're talking about collaboration and we're talking about networking. So when they come to this training, you have maybe this person that sells animals, there's this one that knows someone. So it is through those farmer trainings that they themselves will connect and network. But as a cooperative, we do not have that linkage from providing knowledge to them and them selling their product. I hope that answers the question.
The session under the topic Unlocking Livestock Growth in Africa is done. From me, the moderator Janet Kavaso Chibale, the guest speakers Dr. Catherine Mutale and Dr. Joy Inonge Kalua. It's time to say bye. Thank you so much.
We can give them a round of applause again, please. What an insightful and timely discussion that we've had. Okay, so we've been informed. Okay, so earlier I said that Zambia set an ambitious target of $1 billion United States dollars annually in beef export revenue by 2030. And but what we've been informed by Dr. Joy is that we see that Zambia is working towards that, because we've been told that Zambia in Mazabuka, they have set a plant to boost cattle population. So definitely we are heading towards that ambitious target. Thank you so much for the insightful and also timely discussion this morning. So just to remind you that this is the Farmers' Choice Awards Expo and Summit Africa that is being observed under the theme Unlocking African Agriculture Potential through Synergies. And if we talk about unlocking and also what the theme highlights, it highlights collaboration between government institutions, researchers, innovators, agribusiness, farmers. So I will urge you that in this place, take time to network, because in this place we're going to learn, we're going to unlearn certain things, and we're also going to relearn certain things this morning. So without wasting more or much time, I would say, we'll get into our next discussion or panel of discussion, and our topic is from innovation to impact. We were told in the welcoming remarks that we should move from ideas into actions. So now we're talking about from innovation to impact, scaling agri-tech solutions for African farmers. And the moderator is Kelvin Kalei. I will welcome him onto the podium. Okay, so I'm being told that he is not yet here. Okay, so we'll get to that later on. Okay. We'll get to that later on. So maybe probably I would do just a quick, I know you were asking questions. So once you see my face here, I know there was a lot of things that were being discussed here. So yeah, as we wait, can I just have a microphone? So I have it here. I know a lot of questions were coming from here, and I'm going to target you as well. So yeah. We just want to know what, from the panel of discussion, what, maybe just the other time, what the highlight, what would highlights. They were talking about unlocking livestock growth in Africa partnership, that is in animal health, feed, and market access. And remember that our focus this morning and all these stages, day number 2, it's agribusiness, production, and market systems. So anyone that wants to just say something concerning what was being taught here on our panel of discussion this morning, what was your highlight, or what is your takeaway, if I should put it that way? What's your takeaway from our panel of discussion? Okay, yeah.
My name is Amasa Felix from RGC. One aspect that I love, that one of the veterinary or cooperative side that makes it.
It's on. It's off.
Like the value chain. Yeah, the aspect of value chain gave me an open mind how we can collaborate those who are farm crops and people who are actually in poultry and livestock production. With that collaboration, that could actually reduce prices of feed, and that could make people to be engaged in different agricultural production, such as livestock, poultry, and all other agricultural aspects that you actually want to intervene.
Okay, thank you so much. Okay, is there any other person before we go on a healthy break this morning? Is there any other person that would just want to highlight what their takeaway was from our panel of discussion this morning? Anyone? Okay, so we'll go on a healthy break, and be sure that the break is going to be for 5 minutes, okay? So it's going to be for 5 minutes. So this one is just for you to just stretch yourself and drink a little bit of some water. It's morning. They say an intake of water is very important. So we will start our next session very soon. And as I said earlier, that Our topic on the panel of discussion, we are going to discuss from innovation to impact, scaling agri-tech solutions
at the
for
Farmers Trust Awards Summit and
Africa.
Expo Africa. Your business is